Hi children, hope you all are fine. We were studying about pair of linear equations in two variables and we were to the last part of the chapter. We were discussing about equations reducible to a pair of linear equations in two variables and already we have done a question in our previous section. Today in this session we will do the more problems, that is equations reducible to a pair of linear equations. We will see the first question. First question is 2 by root x plus 3 by root y is equal to 2, 4 by root x minus 9 by root y is equal to minus 1. You can see in the question, they are not in the form of pair of linear equations, but we can reduce those equations to a pair of linear equations and solve and get the values of the variables. Okay, for that we have to see 2 by root x this plus 3 by root y, 4 by root x minus 9 by root y, which means the same equation can be written as 2 into 1 by root x, isn't it? Plus 3 into 1 by root y, that's equal to 2. Again 4 into 1 by root x minus 9 into 1 by root y, that's equal to minus 1. Okay. Now, you know what you have to take. We have already seen the questions in last session, isn't it? We have to give here some values here. That is, we have to give some other variables p and q. And you have to see what we have to give it as p and q. Here what you have to give it as p and q so that our equations reduce to linear form. It is, here take p is equal to some, in both equations the p taken must be same. Okay. Here 1 by root x is here also is 1 by root x. If it is something else you will not be able to take p for both. So p here you can take it as p is equal to 1 by root x. Okay. Now q you can take it as 1 by root y. We have already seen our previous section, isn't it? You can give some variables so that our given equations reduce to its linear form. Now how our equations reduces here? 1 by root x we have written as p, so it changes as 2p plus 3q, that's equal to 2, isn't it? Again 1 by root x I have taken as p here, so it changes to 4p. Now again minus 9, 1 by root y it changes to q, that's equal to, it is minus 1. Okay. Now you can see our equation is reduced to pair of linear equations general form. Now take it as equation number 1, take this as equation number 2. You know when we solve this equation by any one of the method, you will get p and q only, but later you can get values of x and y, giving the values for p and q. Clear? Now, take both the equations 1 and 2. See, the coefficient of p, it is 2, it is 4. So, one is a multiple of the other one, so we have changed only one of the equation. Which equation will take equation number 1? See, 4 is a multiple of 2. Just multiply to make it 4, multiply equation 1 with 2. Okay, so we get here, it gives 2 2s are 4 4p. Now 3 into 2, that is 6q. Whole equation you have to multiply, that's equal to 4. Take it as equation number 3. You did not change equation 2 because already they are multiples. That's why we have seen in our previous classes. Now you are considering equation 2 and 3. We will not consider equation number 1. We change equation number 2 to 3. We will consider 2 and 3. And we are going to eliminate p. Both are the same sign. So equation 2 minus equation 3. Okay. So 4p minus 4p you will get it as 0. Now when you subtract minus 9q plus minus 6q. Here this minus and plus will become minus. So it becomes minus 9q minus 6q. Both becomes minus, which means we have to add and put the minus sign. Minus 9 minus 6 is minus 15. Minus 15 1 minus 4, minus 1 minus 4, again same sign you have to add and put the minus sign, which is minus 5. Subtraction all you have to do yourself, okay. Do a lot of questions so that you become thorough with the calculations. So we'll get minus 15q is equal to minus 5, which means you'll get q is equal to minus 5 by minus 15, which is q is equal to 1 by 3. You got the value of q. Now after getting value of q, what you have to do? You have to get the value of p, isn't it? For that, substitute q in which equation we will substitute? Q in equation number 2 or 1. You can substitute any. You can substitute equation number 1 or 2 or 3 and go to substitute equation number 1. Okay. So substituting q in equation number 1, I get here 2p plus 3 into 3q, that is q is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3, that's equal to 2. So I get 2p plus 3 will get cancelled, which is 1. 3 by 3 is 1, which is equal to 2. So I get 2p is equal to 2 minus 1. 2p is equal to 1. P is equal to 1 by 2. I got value of p is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Now we are our question, which are the variables here? X and y. But we got here p and q. After getting p and q, you can get the values of x and y. Q is equal to 1 by 3, but we know q is, we have taken as what? 1 by root y. So we will get 1 by root y is equal to 1 by 3. If you get 1 by root y is equal to 1 by 3, how can you write here? Root y is equal to, cross multiply 1 into y, root y, 1 into 3. Root y is equal to 3. But we need y. Y is our variable, not root y. To get the y value, this root is there. Root you can transpose to next side. When root is transposed to the next side, it becomes as square. So we will get y is equal to 3 square, which is equal to 9. So value of y is equal to 9. Similarly, you get p is equal to 1 by 2, but we know p is equal to 1 by root x. So you can write 1 by root x is equal to 1 by 2. So again cross multiply, you get 2 is equal to root x, 1 into x. Root x is equal to 2. But we want the value of x, not root x. So you have to transpose root. Root when transposed, it comes as square. So we will get x is equal to 2 square, which is equal to 4. So y is equal to 9 and x is equal to 4. So the solution is x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 9. I think it's clear. We will see our next type of question. See the question. 4 by x plus 3y equal to 14. 3 by x minus 4y is equal to 23. Clear? Here you can see what about y? No changes there. As it is in the double form, it is here also, isn't it? But what about x? It is in the denominator. So what you have to do when you did not make any changes with y, you change only x there. Clear? But 4 by x we know it is 4 into 1 by x. Isn't it? Plus 3y equal to 14. Then 3 into 1 by x minus 4y is equal to 22. Clear? So here you have to give values, only one of the values we are having to change here. That is for 1 by x, so you have to give the values there. So let p is equal to 1 by x. After taking p as 1 by x, our equation reduces to 1 by x is equal to p. 4 into 1 by x means 4p plus 3y, that's equal to 14. Clear? Next, 3 into 1 by x, that is 3p minus 4y, that's equal to 22. Clear now? Our equation is now reduced to general form. Take it as equation number 1 and take it as equation number 2. Clear? Now, we know we have to use any one of the method here to solve this equation. For that, see the coefficient of p. You can use elimination method or substitution method. I am using here elimination method, and then here also they are not the multiples. P coefficients not multiples, y coefficients also they are not multiples. Anyway, I am going to make the coefficient of p same. For that I will take the LCM of 4 and 3. What is the LCM of 4 and 3? It is 12, which means this equation I have to multiply with 3, and this equation I have to multiply with the coefficient of p there, that is 4. This equation I have to multiply with the coefficient of p in the second equation, is 3. 4 3s are 12, is it? And this equation I have to multiply with the coefficient of p in the first equation, that is 4. So take equation number 1, and I am going to make the coefficient of p same. So taking equation number 1, I am going to multiply here this 4. LCM of 4 and 3 is 12, and multiply here with 3. Clear? So multiply and get equation 1 into 3, whole equation I have to multiply. 4 3s are 12, 12p. Now 3 3s are 9y. That's equal to 4 3s are 12, and 1 balance. So it is 42. Clear? Next, I have to take equation number 2. I have to multiply with what? Here it is 3. Coefficient is 3. I have to multiply to make it as 12. Multiply with 4. That is 4. That is equal to. So I will get 4 into 3, 12, 12p. Now 4 into 4, it is minus 16y. It is minus sign here. 4 into 23. So I get here 4 3s are 12. Then again 4 2s are 8. Then that is 92. Clear? Now take this as equation number 3 and this as equation number 4. You have to eliminate p term. To eliminate p term, either you can subtract or add p term. Both the signs are same. Coefficient of p, both are positive. So we have to subtract. So 3 minus 4 will give us, it is 12p minus 12p 0. 9 minus 16, which will become 9 plus 16. We know it is 25y. And now 42 minus 92, it is minus 50. Isn't it? So we get y is equal to minus 50 by 25. Clear? And minus 50 by 25 we know which is y is equal to minus 2. So y we got it as minus 2. You have to get the value of x here. For that you have substituted for 1 by x, which means when you give this value here for y, you have given any one of the equation 1 or 2, but when you give them you will not get the value of x, you will get the value of p. So substitute y in which equation will substitute 1. So when you substitute y in 1, you will get 4p. Now 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6. So this positive will become negative. That is minus 6 is equal to 14. 4p is equal to 14 plus 6 will come. That is 14 plus 6, 20. P is equal to 20 by 4. Transposing 4. So we will get p is equal to 5. Value of p is equal to 5. So we need the value of p? No. We have to get the value of x. For that we have given p is equal to 1 by x. P we got it as 5. So what we get here? 1 by x is equal to 5. Isn't it? P is equal to 1 by x. 1 by x is equal to 5. Now again transposing. Transposing here, isn't it? 5 into x, 1 is equal to 5x. X is equal to, transposing it is 1 by 5. So 1 by x is equal to 5 means x is, you can take the reciprocal. X is equal to 1 by 5. So we get value x is equal to 1 by 5. So which are the solutions here? X is equal to 1 by 5 and y is equal to minus 2. We do not give substitute for y because it is as it is in the general form itself. Now only for x we have, that is for 1 by x we have given substitution. From that we will get the variable x. Okay. So only that which we have in this session today. Only very little I am giving to you just to That is, you have to write and study the questions to make for you to study. I am giving only very less portions this time in this section. You must be thorough with the topic what is taught here. Okay, so we'll take today's homework now. Today's homework, take page number 67, exercise 3.6, question number 1, the sub question 4 you have to do it as homework. Sub question 4. See the question properly. See what you can substitute. When you substitute or when you give other variable, see the variable you are giving in both the equation. The value of the variable that is given in both the equations must be same. Okay, that is, if you are taking in one equation p as 1 by root x, the next equation also the p must be equal to 1 by root x. Then only you can give p for the second equation also. Otherwise, you will have to give, if it is different, you have to give different variables there. So when you give p as 1 by x, you get so the second equation also, if it is 1 by root x, you cannot give p as 1 by x for first equation and second equation. We will do more problems, then it will be more clear to you. Okay, so now just for time we just understand, when you give p and q, the values you are giving for p and q must be same for both the equations. Okay, then thank you.